Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're going to dig into a really fundamental challenge in AI. How do we get an assistant that does more than just respond? How do we build one that actually remembers us?
Okay, let's kick things off with a problem I'm pretty sure we've all run into. You have this great detailed conversation with an AI assistant, you feel like you're getting somewhere, but then the next time you talk to it, poof, it's a total clean slate. The AI has absolutely no idea who you are. It's like you're complete strangers. Again. Well, the reason for this kind of digital amnesia is actually pretty simple. At their very core, large language models, LLMs, are what we call stateless. And that just means they have zero built-in memory of anything that happened outside of the single chat you're having right now. Every single time, you're starting from scratch. And the source material for this explainer puts it perfectly with this great analogy. The AI is like this brilliant chef who can whip up an incredible meal on the spot. But because of their amnesia, they're never going to remember that you hate cilantro or that you're allergic to peanuts. And that's the big hurdle we need to clear for a truly personal AI.
All right, so if our AI is this brilliant but forgetful chef, what do we do? How do we get that personalized meal? Well, the solution isn't trying to magically cure the chef's amnesia. No, it's about perfectly setting up their kitchen before they even start cooking. And in the AI world, that whole process has a name: context engineering. So what is context engineering really? Well, you can think of it as the art and science of spoon-feeding an LLM exactly the right info at exactly the right time. It's all about dynamically building the perfect prompt for every single turn of a conversation, giving the AI all the context it needs to act like it actually knows you. And here's that brilliant analogy again, because it really hits the nail on the head. Mise en place is just a fancy French culinary term that means everything in its place. Before a chef cooks, they prep and organize all their ingredients. Context engineering does the same thing for an AI. It gathers your user history, relevant facts, the right tools, all the ingredients before it cooks up a response. And you gotta understand, this isn't a one and done thing. It's this continuous, super fast cycle that's happening in the background. For every single thing you say, this 4-step loop kicks in. It fetches the context, it preps the prompt, it gets the response from the model, and then, crucially, it saves any new info for the next time around. Okay, so this whole context management thing, it really happens in two key places. And to keep our analogy going, just think of it as a workbench versus a filing cabinet. So first up, you've got the session. Now, this is your workbench. It's messy, it's cluttered, it's got everything for the job you're doing right now. The whole back and forth chat, random notes, the whole shebang. It's the immediate temporary workspace. And then you've got memory. This is your nice, organized filing cabinet. See, once the project is finished, you don't just throw the entire messy workbench into a closet. No way. You carefully go through it, you pull out the key takeaways, the important facts, and you file them away neatly for the future. And this difference right here, it's absolutely crucial. Sessions are all about that temporary, in-the-moment chaos of a single task. They hold the raw conversation. But memory, that's about creating a clean, reliable, long-term source of truth. Those curated, organized facts that can be used in all your future projects.
Right, so how does the AI actually decide what's worth keeping? I mean, what gets promoted from that messy workbench to the permanent filing cabinet? It can't just save everything, right? That would be a mess.
Well, it acts like a diligent gardener, which I think is a fantastic way to put it. Instead of just letting information grow wild like weeds, the AI is constantly tending to its knowledge garden. It prunes out useless data, it nurtures the important facts, and it keeps the entire system healthy, organized, and useful. And this gardening work, it follows this really clear 4-stage process. First, it just takes in the raw conversation. That's ingestion. Then, it actually uses another LLM to pick out the important bits. That's extraction. Next, it compares that new info with what it already knows. Consolidation. And finally, it stores that polished, updated memory for good. Now, that third step, consolidation. This is where the real magic happens. This is where the AI basically becomes its own editor. It's not just blindly adding facts. It's merging new insights, deleting old stuff that's no longer true, and even getting rid of redundant information to keep its memory sharp and accurate.
Okay, so we've talked about all this pretty complex engineering. But why? What's the payoff here? Well, it's basically the difference between an AI that's a generic know-it-all and one that's an expert on you.
And honestly, this is the main thing to take away from all this.
For an AI to be genuinely helpful, knowing a bunch of facts about the world is just the beginning. It's table stakes. The real game changer is when it also knows facts about you, your goals, your preferences, your history. You can see this difference so clearly when you put two common AI techniques side by side, RAG and memory. Think of RAG, that's Retrieval Augmented Generation, as a research librarian. It's amazing at pulling up general facts from a huge shared library. But memory is like a personal assistant with a private little notebook that's filled with facts just about you.
And that's really the bottom line here. It's a crucial partnership. RAG gives the AI an expert knowledge of the world, but memory is what gives it an expert understanding of you, the person it's actually trying to help. A truly smart agent needs both. Which kind of brings us to our final big idea here. Context engineering, when you get down to it, is more than just a clever technical trick. It's the bridge that's going to take AI from simply remembering facts about you to truly understanding you, and maybe even anticipating what you need. It's the key to making AI not just a powerful tool, but a genuine partner.